Hi everyone, this is Praveen Durai from Dice University, and in today's video we are going to take a look at the introduction of the RTX Platform Push Traffic Network tutorial. Let's go! Welcome to today's video of the introduction of the RTX platform. So let's do a little bit of background story on what is actually the RTX platform. So RTX platform is the world largest and smartest performing market exchange that actually connects thousands of advertisers to exclusive and multi-channel network of the top tier publishers. So you have to keep in mind that the RTX platform, they name it RTX platform is because it's not an ad network alone. It's actually considered to be a marketing exchange. So you have to keep this in mind, and they have a self-serve advertising platform offering new tab and push ad exchange as well. So for those who are interested, they also offer API integration and programmatic partnership opportunities. The RTX platform innovative technology, comprehensive suites of features, and the top-notch customer service make the optimization for ROI a piece of cake for affiliate marketers, lead generators, or if you're a media buyer like us, that what we're going to do, and a media buyer and advertiser is the same. So they are going to optimize the ROI for everybody by using their innovative technology, and also that they create technology to actually maximize the revenue of the digital ecosystem, building, breaking, and bettering technology at an extraordinary scale is their secret of staying at the forefront of innovation. So basically, by saying this introduction, you would know that the RTX platform is first, it's a marketing exchange, and the second thing that you should know that they actually concentrate a lot when it comes to technology. So it's a little bit different from what other ad networks that we actually reviewed previously. So it's going to be a little bit different. So let's go ahead and check out what the website of the RTX platform has to say about himself. So if you look at the design of the website, it's nothing very special. The design is like pretty minimal and everything looks pretty neat, like big words, and then there's titles, and then there's small words, but everything is like very visible. So in the design perspective, I would say that it's okay. It's something very basic, and they are pretty straightforward when it comes to what they want. So it's advertising, monetization, or login. So there's only three columns that you can actually go. One is if you're a media buyer advertiser such as us, or if you're a publisher who wants to monetize the website, app, or all this kind of stuff, you can go to the monetize section, and once you have actually signed up, you can actually log in. So this is where you need to go ahead and sign up as well. So you can actually get started today. You can hit this button, or you can actually go ahead and click the login and register an account as well. So what RTX platform has to say about itself: the quality traffic that converts. So the RTX platform is a leading exchange for performance marketer. Keep that in mind. It does not say that the RTX platform is an ad network. They say that it's a leading exchange for performance marketer. So it's a little bit different compared to the other ad networks that we actually review. So if you're an advertiser, it can supercharge your ROI and grow your audience at captivating ad units, fully customizable campaign, and traffic that converts at massive scale for any offer. So if you want to monetize, you can actually monetize for website owners and software developers. Like if you have an app and all this kind of stuff, you can actually go ahead and monetize. But we are not going to talk about monetizing. We are going to concentrate on the advertising part, where we're going to build a push campaign as a media buyer, and we are going to purchase traffic. That's our main concern when it comes to all this review video. So if you look at their partners, they're actually trusted by huge companies: eBay, McAfee. This is actually something related to virus, and Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, Adobe Reader, if I'm not mistaken, because when I the last time I actually go ahead and download Adobe Reader, I had this one over there as well. So they also have Expedia, it's a travel website, Mitsubishi, and a lot of other stuff. So the partners that they have is actually huge and big, crazy partners. So people often say this term, if you know your friends, then I can actually tell who you are. So by knowing who they actually partnered with, you can actually know the credibility of the RTX platform itself. So when you scroll down further, you can actually see amplify your advertising, maximize the value of every impression. So they have push notification and they have a full page advertisement. So these are the two features, ad format, that they do concentrate, if I'm not mistaken. So when you scroll down, elevate your profit, e-commerce, dating. So these are the verticals: e-commerce, dating, games, contests, insurance, gambling, downloads, carrier, finance, health, travel, service, education. Wow, I managed to wrap that out. Okay, so they do talk about verticals over here. I really like when a networks talk about vertical, because not all the networks will talk about verticals. So if they talk about verticals, I kind of like it. So accelerate your audience today, so you can actually go ahead and sign up. So everything is like pretty much very straightforward, right? So the one that you can actually see over here, it was established in the year 2006. So it has been more than a decade the RTX platform is in the industry, and to be someone who's already in the market for what, 16 or somewhere around 14 years, that's a huge thing, guys. So this, when this kind of thing happen, you should always respect this kind of platform, because they have already maintained their stability in this particular industry. This particular industry is a very competitive industry. Even the big guns have died out. So for one networks to stay long for 14 years, that's a huge thing. And if you go to the contact us form, you can actually go ahead and check out where are they from. You'll be redirected to this particular page where you can actually go ahead and contact this RTX platform, but they have not said where the RTX is actually originated, where their office and all this kind of stuff. It's not mentioned over here. I'm a little bit disappointed over here. I thought they will have some information regarding the company. So it's okay, let's just forget all that and just go ahead and log in into the dashboard. Like I told you, firstly you have to register within their platform itself before you log in into their platform to see the RTX platform dashboard. So I've actually signed up already, so I'm just going to log in with my details. So once you hit the login button, this is how the RTX platform looks like. It's actually pretty genuine. How do I say the word? It's actually pretty origin, not genuine, guys, sorry, origin, that's the word. So the originality of the dashboard is over here. You can see that they did not use any templates, and by looking at this alone, you can see that they actually developed the whole platform, the whole dashboard themselves without doing anything, because they are a tech company as well, right? So I told you they are like very emphasizing on their tech, their innovations and all this kind of stuff. So based on that, I believe that they have actually developed this themselves, because the thing, it looks pretty neat and pretty origin. The idea is origin, everything looks pretty new, guys. So let's just check it out. So the first thing is the name, the custom ID is over here, the balance is over here, and over here is actually like a kind of terms and conditions and all these kind of things is over here. So privacy policy, DPA, website term, platform terms, everything is here, which means that they are super professional. And then you can actually see the statistics over here: impression, average CPM, cost, conversion, and profit. So it means that they do have an internal tracking software within themselves itself, which is pretty neat. And the thing about them, actually, you can actually see that the whole thing actually looks very different. Usually most of the ad networks will have a little bit similarity. Some of them will have a lot of similarity, some of them would have a little bit a similarity here and there. But when you look at the RTX platform, there is no similarity at all. You cannot see any kind of similarity. There's actually the section, if you see, there's pop, push, pixel, and reporting. And under all this section, there is like subsections over here. That's what I think. Yep. Over here, if you press pixel, there's like pixel, there's no subsection. Reporting, there's no subsection. But for push, there is a lot of subsections over here, and for pop there's a lot of subsection over here. So let's take a look at the pop first. So in the pop, you can actually see this is the statistics for the pop. So you can actually see the overview, and then over here you can actually go ahead and do a campaign, and you can also see the details of the campaign, which is very good. They do have a lot of details: EPV, CPA, ECPV, and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of good stuff within their tracker. I believe that they have a very good tracker itself, internal tracker. So everything looks pretty neat. And then you can actually go ahead and add some creatives if you want to. And then there's also a blacklist stuff that you can actually go ahead and add. So before we take a look at push, because push is what we're going to do, so let's take a look at the push at the final part. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pixel. So this is the general page for pixel, if I'm not mistaken. So basically they ask you to create a new pixel. So you can either create a conversion pixel or a retargeting pixel. So if you actually create a conversion pixel, for example, let's just make a test one pixel. So let's do this pixel for lead. So what will happen is you can actually take this pixel over here. Well, okay, watch me build, save. Okay, you can actually select the pixel and add that particular pixel to a particular campaign, or you can actually take this particular pixel. I think you can actually copy the details of the pixel. Yeah, over here you can actually go ahead and install your pixel. So you can take your pixel and then you can copy this and put it in your landing page, or you can put it in your offer page, or you can put it in your, you can't put it on offer page unless you can actually go inside the offer page itself, which is hard. So you can actually put it in your landing page, or you can go ahead and put it in your website if you want to. So it looks pretty nice, guys. So this feature is actually something which is very good. So they do have their own pixel, so you can do that. The same thing for retargeting pixel as well. So they do have conversion pixel and retargeting pixel. What is the importance of this pixel is, with this pixel you can later on use this pixel to create an audience. So you will know these particular people who's coming and doing this particular action, so you can actually retarget them, or you can create that particular audience in order, if you want to create another product, you want to sell another product, you want to go ahead and do that. So you can do that with that particular same audience. So this is where pixel comes a lot, and basically I think they are doing a very good job in this. They do have an image pixel, server to server. If you are a developer, then you can go ahead and do server to server pixel installation as well. So everything looks pretty neat and pretty nice. So the next section would be the reporting section. So you can actually go ahead and create a custom report over here. Let's go ahead and create a report for push. So okay, if you have a campaign running, these are the details of the campaign that you can get. Wow. That's why I told you their internal tracker is actually crazy. Their internal tracker actually works almost the same like an external tracking software. They have most of the stuff that an external tracking software has. They have like a pixel. You can actually create and install pixel, and then they do have like date, hour of day. Wow, this is crazy. This is a very good detail to optimize your campaign, campaign ID, ad group, and all this kind of stuff. So they do have a lot of stuff over here. So basically, if you're using the RTX platform, I think that you will not be needing to use any external tracking software such as Volume, Binom, and all this kind of stuff. Personally, that's what I think. But everything looks a little bit high tech, right? But certainly until now, until how we see the pixel, the reporting and everything looks pretty high tech and pretty advanced, and I feel like these things are pretty crazy, guys. So definitely until now, a positive review for the RTX platform. Let's go and check out the most important part, which is the campaign creation. So definitely we are going to create a push campaign. So let's go ahead and start creating a push campaign. So when you actually create on push over here, there's a lot of subcategories that appear over here. So let's go from the behind right now. So the last one would be the blacklist. This is where you can actually go ahead and add a blacklist IP address. So this is where you can actually blacklist an IP address. So you usually what they will do is they will allow you to add IP address, then you can choose whether you want to blacklist or whitelist that particular IP address. But over here it's specialized to only blacklist a particular IP address, which is good, which is very different. And the next one would be apps. Let's go ahead and check out what apps is. I think they are loading a little bit slowly. I think because of all the high-tech stuff within the dashboard itself. So the internet speed, the loading process, it's taking a little bit time. Or I think it's my internet. I don't know what's happening. So basically, I think they are loading speed. So let's go ahead and check out. So over here is the app. Okay, I think you need to have an app already over here. That's when you can actually see something regarding your app. Yep, I think that's what's happening. So if you have an app, you can actually see what's happening with your app, with the conversion rate, conversion value, how much you have spent, what is your profit, and all this kind of stuff. The same thing goes to site as well. So I think most of this part, this app, site, and publisher, these three sections are usually for publishers. So same goes to the site section, I think, where you can actually go ahead and add your site so that you can actually go ahead and monetize your site. So this is something that I feel like it's a little bit outdated. So nobody actually does this anymore. I won't say nobody, but not a high-tech company like RTX who have been in the industry for 14 years. I don't think they should do this. They should actually segregate between the advertisers as well as the publishers, like how they do with each and every one of these. They actually segregate between pop and push. So I think that they should segregate between the advertisers as well as the publishers as well. So this thing actually might complicate a little bit people, especially beginners, newbie. They might not know what is site and apps. Like when I look at it, I know that site and apps are for publishers, but most of them they might not know. So this might create a little bit trouble. So let's go ahead and check out the publisher section over here. It's actually pretty weird, guys. I have no idea how to add stuff over here. You can actually go ahead and add something. No, you can't actually add something. I don't know how to add a site or how to add an app. Everything is like blank. Maybe if you already having it, running it or something, then it will be here. That's for definite. But how do you add it? So this is for downloading. So basically you can't, I don't know how to add it, guys. So like there's no information. So this kind of things a little bit complicates a little bit things. So there's no site showing that where you can actually go ahead and add the sites, add the apps. So yeah, basically that's about it, guys. So the next section would be the channel sections. So what is the channel section? This is something funny, guys. So what is actually the channel section? So there's a lot of numbers of code, but I have no idea what is all this channel section. I think this is something to do with the traffic source. So maybe all this channel is different traffic source, and you can either choose to pause this traffic source or you can choose to activate this traffic source, basically depending on what type of traffic source you want. Basically that's what I think. You see, everything is pretty high tech, but you can't expect somebody who's just using the platform. For example, I'm just using the platform the first time. Like, you can't expect me to navigate through this highly complicated kind of dashboard. Like this is like a big downfall. I think that a lot of people might get stuck navigating, especially with how, if you're a publisher, how to add a website, how to add a site, how to add an application. If it's channel, what the hell is channel? Is there any help over here? There's no help to teach, to ask you what is channel and all this kind of stuff. All you can do is contact them, So basically this is troublesome, guys. This is really troublesome. So let's go to the easy part. I think this part would be easy: creatives and ad groups, where you can actually go ahead and add a creative as well as add a ad group. So how do you add a creative over here? That's funny. The statistics is over here, but how do you add creatives? My god, how do you do it, man? It's really complicated, guys. Even this part, I thought it would be easy, straightforward. There'll be like add creative button over here, but there's no add creative. Let's go to the add group section. Ah, thank God, at least they have an ad group section over here. This is something that I've created just now, right? So you can actually go ahead and add a group, and then you can actually, if you have a campaign over here, you can put your campaign, and then you can add this campaign into groups. Maybe you're doing Nutra vertical, like 5 campaigns for Nutra, and then you're doing like 5 campaigns for gambling. So you can add this group. Group 1 is Nutra, group 2 is gambling, and all this kind of stuff can be done. So you see how easy it is if they just put a ad group. But in creatives and all this kind of stuff, there's no button to do that. So simply think that, I personally think that this is pretty hard. So if let's say that the way that you actually do it is, first you go to your campaign, you create your creatives, then you can actually go ahead and check the creative statistics over here. Then for tracking purposes, I think that's a really good idea, because you can actually see how a different creatives is performing in that particular ad. I think that's how it works, because over here you can actually see the creative name, the ad group name, and the campaign. So you can actually see how the creatives is performing in each and every one of the campaigns and all these kind of stuff. So tracking wise, it's a really very good idea. But like I told you, for beginner affiliate marketers or beginner media buyers, they might get stuck a lot when it comes to this. So basically, let's go to the last section, which is the campaign section. All right, at least for the campaign, it's like there's a new campaign over here. Let's go ahead and run a campaign. So once you hit that, this is how it looks like. So there's a lot of stuff running around. So we're going to do a test one campaign. Let's do test, status active, category vertical. Let's go for e-commerce. So categorizing your verticals, drop shipping. Wow, this is really good, guys. So let's say if I do business and finance, so they do have verticals and they do have sub verticals that you can actually choose as well, which is pretty great. So the next section will be the budgeting. You can actually go ahead and put $100, or sorry, daily budget, you can put $10, or you can leave it blank if you want it to be unlimited. So you can leave it blank, or you can just put $100. So delivery speed, evenly or as fast as possible. This is very normal in all type of ad networks. It's the same thing. So you can actually schedule your campaign. You can choose a specific time you want to schedule your campaign. Basically, their interface is actually very nice, very high-techly done, very targeted. It's like very specific. I really like their interface, but like I told you, some things are really complicated, guys. So you can actually schedule your campaign over here. You can actually limit your clicks over here. So you can do 100 clicks per sorry, you can actually do 3 clicks for one person for in 24 hours. So that's what you can do. So once you actually assigned a pixel, just now you created a pixel, you can actually select your pixel over here. We just now created text pixel, right? So you can actually create and put your pixel over here, and you can actually go ahead and install your pixel. Like I told you, you can just go ahead, copy this and paste it in the body of your landing page or your website, guys. So you can actually install your pixel, put a conversion amount, put a conversion capping, and all this kind of stuff. So once you've done that, you can actually save and continue. So when you save and continue, I'm pretty sure that this is not the end of the ads, because we have not created any creatives or any ad groups, as they say. So you can actually name this campaign, like for example, it's crypto, right? So we're going to make it crypto active retargeting. So you can actually enable retargeting. If you have the retargeting pixel, which you have already created just now, you can actually enable retargeting. And keep in mind that retargeting is one of the best methods of marketing, guys. A lot of people actually do retargeting and they are actually pretty successful when it comes to retargeting. And then when you scroll down, there is like geographic target, so you can target all or you can target a specific country. Let me just target Malaysia. I like Malaysia, my country. Where is Malaysia? Sadly, I'll be very sad if Malaysia is not there, man. I'll be very sad. I'll be very sad. But Malaysia is there. So you can actually go ahead and add Malaysia. So, yep. Well, that's about it. So that's how you add it. So okay, you have already add Malaysia. So when you add something, you can actually see the audience is actually increasing, decreasing, what's your potential reach. So this is something like Facebook, which is pretty nice. Like I told you, I really like their interface, guys. Their interface is very high techly done and everything looks pretty nice, guys. So they do have a platform and device targeting. So we're just going to target all platform, but you can target a specific operating system, device type, browser connection type, or mobile carrier. And you also can actually target a subscription age. Narrow your reach to the user based on when they subscribe to your push notification. So you can target a user who subscribed anytime, or you can target a user based on their subscriber age. Maybe only 10 days. Only people who subscribed for your push notification 10 days ago, they can actually see it, or you can even put it 90 days depending on what you want. So default bid, so this is a bid and they do have a suggested bid over here, and the suggested bid is what is already here. So this is actually a too big amount, so guys, I gotta put just 0.02. so you can actually use the suggested bid over here, which is pretty good. And again, there's a campaign budget again. Just now the campaign budget was already there, so we're gonna do a campaign budget again. So on this ad group, so this is on the ad group section, right? So I totally forget. So the campaign budget is already listed over here automatically, so you can actually choose the campaign budget that you want to spend on this particular ad group. So I'm going to just leave it blank. So delivery speed, evenly paced according to the campaign. Search protection. So what is actually search protection? Protects your ad group from spending too much on a single channel. Wow, nice. Which means I am assuming they have not told what is channel until now. So I'm assuming that they are telling channel is traffic. So they don't want you to spend, like for example, they don't want this particular ad groups to only spend on that particular traffic medium or traffic. They want you to spend evenly across a lot of traffic. So if you want that, you can actually enable the search protection, and then you can actually schedule your ad group as well. So we're not going to schedule. And also for your ad groups, you can also link put a click cap. So I'm only going to use the campaign click cap. I'm not going to put any ad group cap over here. So it's required when campaign search is done. So just going to put 10 and 100, for example. So we're going to save and continue. So we're going to go to the last section, which is the creative section. So you can actually see this is a push, and a campaign is test, and ad group is crypto. So we're going to do test status active. As you can see over here, they itself tell you that this is actually, you can actually put your landing page over here, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to put a offer URL over here. You can actually put both the offer URL straight, but since they have so much information on their pixel landing page and all this kind of stuff, I would highly recommend, if you're using the RTX, get a landing page, guys. Get a landing page builder, ClickFunnels, or try to do a landing page via AWS or whatsoever, guys. Don't worry, if you join the DICE University or you join the DICE University forum, we will actually teach you on how to create a landing page both via ClickFunnels as well as via the AWS. So you can actually go ahead and join to learn more. But for the purpose of the video, like I told you, I'm just going to put a ClickBank offer URL here. So I've pasted, and over here is a tracking Marcos. Tracking Marcos is actually the token for tracking. So like a click ID and all this kind of stuff. So you can actually go ahead and check out the tracking Marcos if you want to. So the headline would be test. Wow. It's very fast. Usually it will take some time to actually go ahead and put it in the preview, but it's actually very fast. So test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. There's description and there's brand name somehow. So brand name is going to be, let's say for example, Dice University. Wow, this is something very new, brand name. I've never seen this brand name before. So now we gotta choose the primary image. So let's see whether they have a micro editing thing inside their campaign builder itself, or we need to use Canva. Let's go ahead and check this out. So the primary image, okay, I've choose the file. So the image must, okay, so the image is dynamically responsively adjust to the appropriate size. So they do their cropping themselves. It's AI, guys. What am I thinking? This is RTX platform, a high-tech platform you're talking about. Am I going to do micro editing? No, it's AI, guys. It's pretty straightforward. So the secondary image should be the icon. So we're just going to place the icon over here as well. So yep, and the final part would be the browser language. So that's about it, guys. When you save and continue, your campaign will go active, guys. I think it will go on review first, and then after a few minutes or maybe a few hours, it will go on active if you comply with all the rules within the RTX platform campaign builder. So basically, my summary on the RTX, wow, this is really a wow platform, guys. RTX is wow. I'm mind-blowing, simply mind-blowing. So they do have a downfall that I want to talk about. The downfall is they mixed up with publishers as well as advertisers a lot, and to navigate when it comes to the creatives, when it comes to the ad group, and when you're a publisher to add site, to add application, the navigation is a little bit complicated. Other than that, I think they rock like crazy, guys. They have a lot of features. Their targeting is good. Their campaign is good. Their AI is actually pretty good. They have like the search protection to enable you not to one more downfall before I end. So there's not a lot of information, like for example, like channels are there, but we have no idea what channels is, so we can just assume that channels are traffics. So like when you apply the search protection, you can actually fix, okay, I don't want to spend on this traffic source a lot, so I want to evenly spend, and all this kind of stuff, which is pretty high tech and pretty interesting, guys. So if you are a beginner affiliate marketer, definitely, or a beginner media buyer, definitely I would highly recommend you to use RTX if you can actually get yourself within the RTX platform and the RTX dashboard. Definitely go ahead and use the RTX. But if you're an experienced media buyer or an experienced affiliate marketer, RTX platform is simply mind-blowing. I'm not going to go more on the pros and cons, but simply RTX platform is mind-blowing, guys. That's about it in today's video, guys. I think I've covered a lot in today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video and you could use the information from today's video to enhance your knowledge on push campaign building and even help you to build a campaign via the RTX platform. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be seeing you in the next video, but before I go,
allow me to introduce the Dice University Forum. Whether you are trying to make your first conversion on ClickBank or scale your campaigns to 6 figures, the Dice University Forum offers you exactly what you need, like high-quality landing page templates, detailed case studies, and exclusive discounts. The forum has no outdated information. All resources inside are from campaigns that are running right now. Do you want to learn from super affiliates? Check the link in the description and sign up today.